Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Zaff.
I really have no idea what to tell you. I had no visions for this. I said this yesterday. I truly had no visions for what Urban Squash was going to become. I had no plans for this evening. I had no idea what it would do around the country and now the world. I started the program in my second bedroom in a rent-controlled apartment in Cambridge, writing it up because I wanted my life to have meaning and purpose. And my life had been changed profoundly by the sport of squash and by the amazing people who played it. And I felt that the sport and this incredible community in this room tonight and beyond could do more for the world. And so my vision was simply to help 24 young kids from Cambridge and Roxbury and Dorchester. That was it. And it moved me to try to do that. And my approach, and I think it remains 20 years later, the beauty and magic of urban squash is that it is all about love and attention and high standards and honesty and teamwork. That's what urban squash is about. One story that I just think really helped me. I took a class right before I started urban squash. I was taking all these different classes in public policy and stuff. And there was one class in particular that I took from an African-American MD. I said this at the opening of the building. It's this profound in my life. Anyways, this fellow, the name of the class was Health Crisis in Poor and Disenfranchised Communities. I walked into the class, and on the blackboard was this simple quote, and it said, "All disease is an absence of love." And for the next 4 months, we studied things that happened in the world in people's lives that were cured by sustained love from one human being to another. And when I was sitting down to think about what I wanted most for SquashBusters, it was that students felt that love. And we were going to convey that to people by getting on the squash court and studying and traveling and knowing each other and teaching each other. But what makes me most proud is that I think this is just a community of love, of caring human beings. The alumni, the students in the program feel loved. The squash community has opened its hearts to the kids. And it's just a very simple idea that needs to be copied and grown, not just with the sport of squash, but with everything in our power, just to spread love, because I really think that's what we all want and need. And that is really why urban squash has been so successful. I would just say to all of you, you're the reason that this exists. It happens because people care and they give and they do whatever they can to help. And it needs that. It's going to continue to need that. It needs people to wake up. It needs people to donate. It needs people to be with the kids, to contribute, to take time. And you're responsible for this. I just started the thing. I truthfully just wanted to help a few kids in Boston and Cambridge. And then it just grew from there. I'm blown away by this evening. And I'm going to be more blown away by 20 years from now. I have no idea where we're going to end up with this thing, but it's going to be in a bigger place and a more amazing place even than this evening because of all of you. There's one person that's not here tonight that I feel very, very close to in this journey that needs to be recognized because he's like a brother to me in this. He's been doing it just about as long as me, and he's an amazing human being. He's been very sick for the last 3 days, and that is George Polsky. George has done more for urban squash than pretty much anyone, and he's had a huge effect on people's lives, his own kids' lives, and the whole movement. So I'm super honored, I'm super inspired and grateful and humbled. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world to be able to do this with my life. I thank you for that. And I just hope that we keep teaming up together and imagining what is possible if we are courageous and generous and just keep loving one another. I think we're gonna do phenomenal things together, keep doing phenomenal things together. So thank you so much. I will never, ever forget this evening.